Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of MOGG TV. And today we're going to be starting a series of MOGG TV sessions talking about dressing in the post-pandemic age. And our view is that elegance is going to make a really strong comeback. People, I think, are tired of dressing very casually, doing their Zoom meetings from home. And what they really want to do now is get back to an elegant style. And so in this first series of episodes that I'm going to talk about ties. And I think what I'll specifically do is start with what I don't like in ties. And for me, what I don't like are the really thin ties. So the stuff, if you look at the early Beatles performances, I think, they're wearing these very dark suits, white shirts, and really thin ties. And I love their music, don't get me wrong, I think they're fantastic, but I don't think that look was particularly strong. I think it was very dated, it is of its time. A bit like the movies that the Rat Pack made in the early 60s, if you look at Ocean's 11, very much of its time, very dated, very specific. I think you want to go for more classic, not wide kipper ties, although I really do love them if I'm being completely honest, but something around 8.5 to 9.5 centimeters wide, I think is the ideal width for a necktie. So we tend to gravitate more towards the vintage stuff. Today I'm wearing a vintage Charvet tie that Max got for me at the weekend. Those kinds of things are what we really, really like. And we really think that people are going to come back to wearing ties once the pandemic sort of gets a little bit further under control and we have a return to something that resembles normal. So the problem with the thin ties is that they are not something that look timeless. They look very much of the fashion of the day. Whereas something like I'm wearing today might not be uber fashionable at any given time, but it's always appropriate, it's always elegant, it is classic, and it is timeless. So I think ties are coming back, elegance is coming back. We're going to talk about this in upcoming episodes of MOGG TV. Thanks for your time, and we'll speak to you soon.